adding a few different AI tools into my daily routine has leveled up. I've said level up like 98 times in the last week, and I am sorry about that. But it's true. To my, efficiency and my productivity more than anything. Especially lately, now that I've been trying to design some systems where I can fit like better healthy practices and some fitness stuff back into my schedule, building all of it with AI so that I can keep track of all of the other little tiny things that just like are not always front of mind when you're trying to make a plan. That's been really helpful. So I literally just got in the habit of constantly workshopping whatever problem I was facing with a large language model so that I had a database of all of the things I was working on and dealing with, so that when I brought something new to the table and I forced it to like stop, slow down, like let's recap what all do we have on our plate right now, it could remind me and it could help me kind of figure it out. So when I went to it and I was like, my fitness is slipping, my health is not great, my diet is awful, we need to fix this, here's the problem, I'm stressed out as hell, I don't have that much time, here's my basic day-to-day schedule, we need to design something that's going to fit into this. And through all of that, given, realistic goals and all that kind of stuff, it really just sort of helped me plan in a way that I was way too scattered to do by myself. My daily rotation includes mostly ChatGPT. I use it for most stuff. I do have the paid version, but I think that if you were just kind of getting started, you could totally use the free one until you figured out whether you wanted to get access to some of the newer models and the other features. But honestly, the subscription's like the same price as a streaming service, so I think it's worth it. I do also use Perplexity now, as of literally just 2 or 3 days ago. My father had indicated to me that it was a pretty good one for some of the stuff he was working on, and I'd never used it, and now I'm using that for research specifically. So for content and for the show and all that sort of stuff, I use it to catalog my research. And it's also really nice because it does a way better job citing sources, so it's a lot easier for me to go through and fact check important stuff. I'm working on trying to get access to a whole bunch more. I feel like I'm not doing enough because I'm only really using these large language models regularly. But I think honestly that by itself is a huge plus. The only other really big AI tool that I'm using right now is for Evan and Will and myself for Rise Up Media. I've started using a tool called ClickUp, which this isn't sponsored by any of this stuff, obviously. But so far so good. There's some good and some bad. What I like is that I just hate CRM software. I hate it. Jira, Asana, all of those other ones, there's so many tools in there. It drives me nuts. I can never keep it all straight. It's like adding a whole other job to just try to use this freaking software that's supposed to make my life easier. And so far, ClickUp's just been really simple. A couple little things that I'm not a huge fan of, like as far as the actual UX goes, but overall, I'm a big fan. And there's some really cool AI features in there. So instead of having to figure out like where's my to-do list and all this kind of stuff, I can basically just tell the little like onboard AI like, hey, I need a task added to my to-do list to do this, and it just does it. And that's awesome.